Yo, yo. All right, sweet. All right, so let's start looking into this stock real quick. Let me post the link to the stream into the chat so these guys can see if they want. All right, so I want to take a look at TIS. It's gapping up 200% this morning, so you guys can see it on here. This thing has just gotten absolutely beat down as of late. Uh, we can see obviously 2016 it was all the way up at $36 a share. Now we're at $2.34. And why is this happening? So this is happening because I haven't looked at this company in a long time, but last time I checked on it, there was tons and tons of debt. Revenues were decreasing. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not just talking out of my patoot over here. All right. So, financial statements. I want the balance sheet first. Quarterly. I'll just pull up the 10Q, actually, since I'm already on it. So here we go. We got 10 million shares outstanding. I'm gonna see if I can save this stuff and post it in the chat. All right, so I'm a little bit familiar with this business, but since I'm making a video, let's just go through the start to finish. You know what? Maybe I'll even enter it into the stock sheet that I made, the spreadsheet. All right, perfect. So this is a paper company. They do all kinds of stuff. Let's see, supplier of consumer tissue products, tissue paper, rolls. Yeah, so we know all this. I've actually, oh, I can't take it from there, but if we do a quick search, you guys have probably seen this company before. Try to be quick here because the market's going to open soon. This is going to take me a couple minutes to research. Yeah, so they got all kinds of private labels and all kinds of stuff. I feel like they're pretty big. All right, screw it. Maybe this isn't the company I was thinking of. All right, so let's go through the 10Q. This is, well, you know what? We're gonna start with the news that came out today. Right, so let's keep the 10Q open. And this is the most recent news. All right, let's see. Anything else that's new? Let's take a look at that. They have a shelf from 2015. Shelves are good for 3 years. So 16, 17, 18. This one's actually done. So they filed. Yeah, so that shelf is, I think, expired. We don't need to look at it. All right, so let's start up with the news that came out a couple days ago. They announced one of their directors is leaving. Where is the? This is it, I guess. Mario Orchard Products has resigned from the board of directors, effective immediately. Not really gonna look into it because I'm not that concerned with that. And then here's today's news. So, or this was not today. What? Let's see if they had news today. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. TIS. Maybe they announced. Why is that so? 2 days ago. This move happened after the close. It was announced 21st. Yeah, so on the close, that's why we have this continuation. All right, now I have a better idea. Should have looked at the chart first. All right, so TIS. They reached an agreement with their creditor. Basically, they're going to be able to get more money. Things were looking pretty ugly before, so they got this new deal, as we can see right. Where's the deal? Oh, right here. The company announced that it has won a significant bid with a new customer to supply them with paper. Okay, so that is important. And because of this deal, supposedly now they're going to be getting their line of credit is going to be extended, or let's read. Execute modifications to our credit facilities to increase the amount available under a revolving credit by 5.9 million and defer principal and interest payments to December. Okay. In addition, the amendment credit agreement extends the milestone dates to execute a transaction to December 31st, 2018, at the end of the third quarter. All right. Also, I think I read, yep, right here. We expect this business to begin shipping in March 2019 and will make a significant contribution to the overall profitability of the company. Important. Now let's see how honest that is. We're going to go take a look at the financial statements. So, we're check out the balance sheet. We already know that they had $5.1 million cash. We read that in the last statement or last press release. Now, they have accounts receivable. So they have money coming in, which is good. Receivables related party. Inventory. A lot of inventory. I mean, I don't know how much product they're going to be selling. We'll have to take a look at the income statement. Basically, current assets 45 mil. A lot of property. Goodwill somewhat low. Intangible assets. All right, so total assets. They have assets. Now this is where things get tricky because their current liabilities is 208 million and their total current assets 45 mil. Uh, yeah. So they only have $5 million cash. They are going to be getting $15 million in receivables, but they have $13 million accounts payable. Current portion of the long-term debt, that is a massive amount. Let's take a look. Note 8. Let's just take a look at the income statement real quick. So, they are moving a decent amount of product. Uh, Gross profit is pretty slim. Did it say how much product they were going to be selling? Towel bath portion. We expect this. How much business are they going to be doing with this company? Significant bid. Who did they get the deal with? Additionally, Wu won the significant bid from a national supercenter retailer. Who is this? It's probably like Kmart, someone that's out of business. I'm just kidding. All right, let's keep looking. All right, 10Q sales. So they are selling their product. Let's check out the margin real quick. 42432. Whoops. 2740 divided by. All right, so margins aren't that great, but they are selling tissue paper. Selling administrative expenses. Operating loss, net loss. Yeah, so they lost $15 million. That was a beating for them. So their interest expense is really high. And as interest rates continue to rise, this will become very difficult for them. So let's see if we can find some more stuff. Cash flows, net loss. So now they only had $3 million last year. So December 2017, they had $3.8 million. Where did they get some money from? Financing, principal payments, okay. Net borrowings. All right, so they've been borrowing more. Payments on delayed draw. Borrowings on short-term notes, okay. So they got rid of some stock options. Overall, from financing, they got $16 million, whereas they lost $25 million. They lost $11 million from operating activities. Investing activities, where did they lose? Okay, so just typical. Interest paid. All right, so let's go down and take a look at note 8, going concern. This would be important to read. Liabilities, commitments. I feel like this kind of reminds me of a trade that I made. Man, what was the ticker? It's a retailer store. They sell Steinmart trade. Similar type news. I don't even remember Steinmart's ticker. Steinmart, I'm pretty sure it was Steinmart stock. Their ticker is SMART. Let's take a look at how this one played out, SMT, because I know I made a bunch of money shorting this on a pop. This must have been, it was this day, 100%. It was 100% that day. Because I remember I snagged it right at the top and I bought a bunch of put options and I sold them right around here. not sure. This might have been different. I don't know if they had convertibles, but since then, Steinmar has been on a tear. It went on a tear before coming back down to earth. So let's take another look. This volume day was insane too. This was a very exhausted candle when I shorted that. There's some resistance here. All right, let's keep looking. Let's keep digging on this company. All right, off that. Not getting into that. Going concern. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, so let's keep going. Financial statements, going concern, assets, liabilities, commit normal course of business. Should the company unable to continue, is it growing a concern? It may to meet liabilities as they become due. It may be unable to realize the carrying value of its assets to meet its liabilities as they become due. Okay. Negative financial trends, blah, 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 blah. Additionally, the impacts long-term debt outstanding, detailed below. Okay, so we're going to get into the note 8, but basically this is just letting us know like things are pretty ugly with this company and bankruptcy is not out of sight. I meant refinancing the restructuring through a private restructuring, a sale of a portion of company's assets. However, there can be no assurance that the company will be able to successfully restructure its debt. Yeah, so they look like they're in a pretty big hole. And this is why the stock went from 36 to, it was trading for 66 cents not that long ago. So it has been really ugly. They got into some really ugly stuff. It's been really, really ugly for this company. That doesn't mean that they can't turn around, but it will be very, very difficult. Let's take a look. Management plans. In assessing the company's liquidity, management reviews its cash and its operating and its capital expenditure commitments, the liabilities, liquidity, working capital requirements, operating expenses. The company's current liabilities exceeded the current assets by approximately 163 million as of 177 million of long-term debt. Net debt issuance beyond 12 months are included in current liabilities. Let me read that again. With stated maturities beyond 12 months are included in current liabilities due to uncertainty regarding the company's ability to meet existing debt covenants. Okay. Um, the company previously disclosed its initiative to refinance its existing debt obligations, as well as to explore alternative financing and capital raising activities. Okay, so that's a little bit of a flag. How are they going to do that? They can start, issuing more shares. Now, that will drive down the stock price. As they issue more shares, they will drive down the stock price. But as they issue more debt, they're going to have to pay, you know, if interest rates continue to rise, they're going to be screwed either way. So they can either try to issue more stock and stay in business, but then, that's going to drive down the price. Either way, it's going to be pretty ugly unless they can find some other sources of capital. Let's keep looking. Acceptable terms to finance its business. Amendment 8, revolving. Yeah, so they have a lot of debt. There's going to be a couple loans that we'll have to look through, see if we can find anything. All right. So we are. Oh, there's more going concern. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, October 26th, company was not in compliance with these milestone covenants, financial covenants in its credit agreement with the, so let's take a look at that loan for sure. I'm gonna note that one down. Where's my notepad? I don't think this company has any convertibles, which is why this is up so much. If it did have convertibles, it would probably be already getting slammed down. But there are some ways to raise capital. We'll have to look into these loans a bit. Okay. Extension of these milestone dates. Okay, so they this is something that I see not all that often, but I've seen many times before, is they extend um these dates through the amendments. Covenants with its lenders. Okay, and it says it here again. The company's credit facilities have been amended or modified for each of the last 8 quarters. So this company's really having a tough time. Working with its lenders and advisors, I mean, well, I don't know how much an advisor can do when you have so much debt. Lenders, advisors to evaluate, negotiate alternative which may include but not limited to seeking restructure, amendment, refinancing of existing debt through private restructuring. All right, so they mentioned bankruptcy again. However, there could be no assurance. Okay. Management is evaluating options to address capital and liquidity needs. Cash management. A weekly cash flow forecast analysis. Capital spending, such as the sale, capital refinancing, debt refinancing, continued undertakings, particularly complete due diligence, request response, blah, blah, blah. All right. The company intends to seek consummation transaction or to refinance its existing long-term debt obligations. Okay. All right, let's hope we can find a nugget in here. There were no changes to the goodwill. Inventories, raw materials, bulk, converted finished goods. All right, long-term debt. April 2015, the covenant, the Second Amendment restated credit to add 40 million borrow capacity in June. So this started in 2015. They start, getting the debt. Now, let's take a I'm gonna pull up the year chart on my computer because I want to see what's been happening with this company. This was 2015, so let's pull up the 2 year and then I'll scroll back a bit. All right, so this was April 2015. The stock price was $23. They took out 40 mil. The company entered into amendment to obtain borrow capacity. $20 million outstanding. Had a revolving line of credit of credit and 23 million outstanding under existing term loan into a 47 million term loan. Increased the delay draw facility from 40 million to 115 million, later amended to 108 million. Extended maturity date August 2015 to June 2020. So basically, it just looks like this company really took out way too much leverage. Lenient terms of financial covenant. Drawn loan provide. Acquiring or improving real estate. In March, the company entered amendment number 4, which waived the permitted total leverage ratio for the first 2 quarters of 2017. That's scary, right? Total waived flexibility, financial covenant, which funds may be drawn, delayed drawn loan. Wow, so this company's really been. The company entered amendment number 5, which in addition of waiving the required fixed charge coverage ratio for the period of 2017, restricted the company from making any dividend or other distribution payments required equity unless the company has achieved a leverage ratio of less than 4 to 1 for 2 consecutive fiscal quarters and no default or event of default. Amendment number 6 to amend the number 3 for new markets. All right, so this is the NMTC loan. In addition to providing waivers, covenant default, minimum EBITDA covenant, price scheduling. On February 2018, the company entered amendment number 7. That's a lot, man. They've, on March, entered loan agreement. Eliminating the fixed charge coverage ratio, leverage ratio, and increasing. I don't even understand why this company was doing this. I'm just reading this and just looks like they're digging themselves into a very big hole. All right. company's ongoing efforts. All right, so this is important. Other things, the extension of milestone dates. So there could be no assurance. Yeah, so that's kind of important. The company is currently working with its lenders and advisors to evaluate, negotiate, consummate a strategic alternative, which may include, but is not limited to, seeking a restructure, amendment, or refinancing of existing debt through private restructure or sale of a portion of the company's assets. Blah blah blah. Chapter 11. If the company makes scheduled payments of the debt, the company will be in default. If the company cannot make, among other. So, what is All right, so 46 million revolving credit line due June 2020. So coming up, I mean coming 47 million with a 5-term loan to June. Quarterly principal payments of 700,000 for June. 1 million for September through March, and now we're at okay, so monthly payments of 300,000. However, under Amendment 9, will be deferred and a 1 hour delay. Fully drawn. Yeah, this company's dead. Additionally, this is cool. The company's weighted average interest rate was 10%. Yeah, so this company's, I mean, they're definitely in trouble. Now they do have assets they can sell. They still have a lot of debt to pay off. And they need cash. Cash is what they need. All right, term maturing. Kind of surprised they landed a big deal. If you were a big business and you knew that this company might not be around at the market. Okay, so in May 2017, okay, through which it may from time to time sell 40 million through its sales agent. All right, what do we say? There's 10 million shares outstanding on this company. That means that they are not, they have a baby shelf. Wait, let's take a look at the yearly. What was the highest price that this thing traded at? All right, so I take that back. Think they might be good till their next 10K for the, yeah, they should be. So they need this, yeah, they, all right. No shares of stock were sold at the during the month September 2017. Average price. So they have $34 million available to sell, right? That's important. Now let's go take a look. This is 2017. So they can sell $34 million worth of stock, which is registered. SunTrust. This company just, they just messed up. Whoops. They got a big hole to get out of. Not sure how they can do it. That contract that they landed will definitely help. But likely won't be nearly enough. All right, financing. Yeah, this company looks like it's gonna be going bankrupt. Profit margin's nothing. Alright, we read all this. Total debt outstanding 194, cash of 5 million. That's so bad. It's just getting worse too. Alright. That's a lot of debt. I feel like this is a pretty big. I guess it's only a $20 million company. $22 million company. Three largest customers: Dollar General, Walmart, including Sam's Club, and Family Dollar. 31, 28, 16% of their. So things look pretty ugly for this company overall. Now, can they sell their assets? Alright, so that's pretty ugly. What's up? What's up, guys? Um, yeah, no, I haven't been on Twitch in a while, but yeah, I'm glad I'm back. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna trade today. Not really crazy about anything other than shorting some marijuana stocks for a little fade. Where is the SPY? Whoops. Spy. Oh, it's already up there at the top. So we're already fading a bit. Whew, this 262 level is somewhat important. At 255 will be interesting. Alright, let me post some stuff. What's up? What's up? Alright, let me pull up the scanner. Let's see what we have to work with. So, EARS, pretty sure I mentioned this before. EARS. $48 million shares. Um, so the reason I pulled this up is even though this company probably has no shot, there is a guy that's holding like tons and tons of stock. And he's not selling any of it, he's just buying it. I want to see if we can find him in here. Alright, so let's see what dude it is. Morgan Stanley. Yeah, so this guy owns a lot of shares. 5 million to 9. 27%. And that's so when you have a lot of insider ownership or institutional ownership, the stocks become difficult to trade. From what I've found, for me at least. Now large caps are much different, but I think it's worth noting. Oh, I'm tired today. All right, let's build a little watch list here. So, small caps, EARS is moving. Why are they up? Oh, because CEO stake. That's what we just looked at. Other than that, TIS is really kind of it that I see so far that's interesting. So those are the two main. NMRD. Not interested in that. Probably quick day. Probably just focus on see if we could get marijuana to pop a smidge. If we could sell into something here. Ooh. This is interesting. A day after Thanksgiving, there's shares available to borrow on ANY. Could be a great squeeze. Let's look and see if they have any dilution. So let me just build a watch list really quick. Definitely throw an ANY on it because that can take off. Like to see if there is shares available for them to sell. Plus, this company has ANY has like the revenue is like insane revenue per share. ANY. Not saying it's a good company, but it's intriguing. So, ANY, no. We are offering three. Oh, let me put it on the screen so you guys can see as well. 70 cents a share. Wow, I have no shares available to short CGC. But I do have some on CRON. Alright. Public offering price, underwriting. Let's see, what was the date on this? They probably hit some of this already. Market publicly held shares 6 million, which means they can raise a third of that, which is cash fee. Alright, so that is something to watch. I'm gonna add ANY to the watch list for sure. Shares available. When that happens, sometimes you can get these nasty squeezes. Last time I played it, I had a stock. I don't remember what we played. It was actually last time I was on Twitch, I think. Uh, it might have been VTVT. I think it was actually. So yeah, one of these days in here we got a nice pop. This must have been this one. It just didn't have the volume to keep going. ANY will be the same. It needs to have a lot of volume. And the more shares available to short, the better. See, we're already out now. It is Thanksgiving time, so sometimes these things like to really run. Let's check out RGSE. That's trash. Still watching that. I want it higher. Definitely going to be watching TIS at the open. EARS. Alright, so let's take this all off. We will. Yeah, if you're still watching iTrade, if you go back onto my videos, you can see some more stuff about that. What's up, uh, Bougie Boy? Alright, so market's about to open here. Let's pull up TIS. I gotta delete some of these stocks on my watch list. Also, oh, I thought EARS was. So I want to watch ANY here. No, don't fail TIS. Don't. I want TIS to bounce at least to 250. Not sure it will. This 330 area is interesting as well. ANY looks like it may go red. No volume. Let's take a look at the options on TIS. Pretty expensive. Where's my calculator? We got 5 minus 350. That's $1.50. I ain't gonna hit. Could sell some calls. I want to see it. It'd be nice if it just ripped and broke out. TLRY is going up. It's such a joke. All right, let's look at. Throw TIS on my second screen. I'm gonna watch large caps. What's going on with these charts? Video can't even stay in the screen. Let's go to a 5 minute. 5 minute here. So Nvidia is very strong. Netflix, eh. Alright, TIS is popping a bit. I would really like to see that get up into the ooh, just miss ACRI. Is that $1? ACRI, put that on there. ARCI. What's the float on that? Research. ARCI. 5 million? Alright, so TIS, nice. It's up a bit. See if this thing can gain some traction. It's got some volume coming in. CRON up, green on the day. Wish I had shares on TIS. That would have been a nice short there in the 230s. Ideally, I wanted 243 really bad. Damn it, that sucks. I think this might fade. Quick move down. If ANY gets life, it could get dangerous, so that's definitely something to watch for. Needs a lot more volume though. I want CRON at $9 to short. There's nothing I love this morning. I mean, the only thing I really kind of am interested in is TIS short, but like I don't have shares. The options are tough. The move is kind of already priced in. Looks like ANY wants to squeeze. This thing could fly if it catches momentum. Let's look at some resistance areas. This is one. Just got through one. 490 looks like one. Obviously 5 will be some resistance. This is definitely one right here. So let's add one at 530. This thing could collapse. I'm gonna miss the whole move. Damn it. That sucks. That would have been a nice short from the 40s. I would have covered most here. Not most. I would have covered a good amount here at 2 though, if I was short. There's ANY squeezing. Like I said, this thing could squeeze. Shoulda, woulda, coulda played it, but I don't really go long these stocks. Let's see this 525 area. Is anyone in using that idea? Come on. So, ANY looks like it's gonna squeeze. It's got some decent volume. Like I say, it's always a red flag. SSR, low float, and shares available to short. I mean, hell, that's a 25% move if you bought the dip. Right when I said this is going, it could go red, but this looks like a bounce day to me. I would definitely be selling some into this, but man, if this gets above those other days, this is a squeeze for sure now. You had people. Let's zoom in here. Let's take a deeper look. So anyone shorting it at the open this day is now underwater. These guys are okay. They got a lot of room, but still, you gotta think like they wanted to cover down here. They're probably sitting there. Oh, if this breaks $4, I'm gonna cover at 350, and now they just lost $1 or something. Ah, we missed this. I can't believe I missed this. I never am able to get these, but feel like I can call them out pretty well. If you wanted to enter, if you actually had a little bit of faith in this thing, that would have been your entry right off of 5. Oh yeah, let's put my moving averages on. Not sure why they're off. Not sure why the colors are all screwed up either. Volumes feels like it's kind of stalling a bit. TIS is holding well. If it gets under VWAP though, EARS is still going. Man, TIS is such a letdown. There was no play though. There was no. You could have sold some of the twos maybe on TIS. There was no play. Unless you were able to borrow shares, there was no play. I don't get me wrong, I wish I had. I wish I was able. That would have been a great end of the week. I would have been calling it a day by now. I just don't see anything else I like. I missed AN. AN A and Y squeeze was playable. I don't really like to try to play squeezes. I don't know that the volume's gonna come in. It's easier for me to measure the volume fading than it is for me to just hope someone, some chat room, something picks this thing up. Uh, TIS is like that's right off this 243. Like you could size in there. It's definitely toppy there, and that was a perfect play. We did not get to hit though. So that's a bummer. That sucks. There's no real way around that. That sucks. We can maybe be able to play this. Looks like it's gonna go a bit higher though. Let's check Ciora win. See if I could get something I like on that. I can I wait to the nines. If it goes to the nines, it'd be nice. I would I would probably maybe pop on that. But you got to remember today I think the market is closing out one half day, so maybe not even make a trade today. I haven't made many trades this week. I had a really great trade on CGC. It's actually one of my biggest wins in a while. But other than that, I haven't made any trades, I don't think. Uh, let's see if we can get zero in to pop. Oh, ANY is still ripping. Dang. Wow. That would have been a nice play. But definitely wouldn't have been holding still. Maybe a small position. Looking a little toppy. But this thing could squeeze. This is getting volume. This thing could run. Alright. Let's take a look at the large caps. AMD is strong. Ooh, Google's really weak. Google might be a nice short. Are we gonna go green? Watch out. Let's see if Power Q goes green. Ugh, TIS is such a big miss. Ugh, man, that sucks. I missed two. I missed TIS and I missed ANY. Not really disappointed about ANY. I wouldn't have hit that. Although, maybe I would have. Just to try like a couple hundred shares. I mean, this is up $1 per share from when I said this could squeeze. So even if you get 1,000 shares, it's still $1,000. That sucks. What's up, Grow Crypto? It's been a while. Nvidia is really pretty strong. Uh, not that strong. Let's take a look back at AMD. Slowing down a bit. Amazon. Amazon's a little weak, but is green. TIS is so frustrating to watch because it was such a good setup. There was just no play on it if you didn't, unless you had shares available to short. That's a bummer. It's probably gonna fade all day. That's a 260% move to start the morning with that news is, especially when they're in that big of a hole. I feel like that was a little bit of a tell that there was going to be a pullback at the open. So marijuana is a little bit strong right now. Get, I would actually love to get a piece of CRON above 9. Might snag some puts on TLRY as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Or I should wait. try some NBev short here. I better get filled. Kind of grinding a bit. Alright, now let's see. Amazon's fallen a bit. TIS. What a miss. That's gonna bother me all day. That was the easiest trade of the day. With all that debt, um, no margins, that revenue is gonna do nothing for that company, to be honest. Alright, getting out of NBev. It's pretty strong here, surprisingly. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of that. Some big orders going through on NBev. Decent little drop on NBev. Down to 14. SPY fallen, taking a little hit there. Let's look at Google. Netflix weak. Google's not as weak as it was. I think Amazon was pretty weak too. If Amazon rolls red, could be a nice play. CGC falling off. Dang, I really wanted CRON in the nines. TLRY is starting to fall a bit. Let's see how this plays out. So I have NBev and it's relatively strong compared to TLRY, which is the leader. Tesla's pretty weak. The volume going vertical? Oh, you mean horizontal. This is called a volume histogram. Okay, yeah, along the y-axis. This is the, you mean this? This is just the volume chart. This is the volume histogram. This is the XY axis. I'm like 99% sure. I could be wrong. I haven't taken a XY axis. Yeah. I do have some videos on my channel about SEC filings. I'm gonna start making more of them because I think they're really important. Like TIS was, I mean, that I don't know. They're probably gonna get maybe even if they got $50 million in revenue from that deal that they made. At the end of the day, it's really not gonna do much. Uh, it might do some. It might give them a little bit of help, but probably not. It looks like they're toast. Spy's taking another little hit. CLRY is somewhat strong. Some big orders on NBev ask right now. So let's see. SPY dropping. Oh, there have been some nice plays with options. Netflix especially. Wasn't sure of a reversal up here though, to be honest. Amazon hanging green. If it goes red, could be nice play. Tesla is really weak, and I love it. And why still hanging around? Not buying it, not touching it, but for what it's worth. EA, weak. Walmart has some strength. Wow, that's a nice little dip right there. Oh, those TLRY puts would have been nice. Ugh. There's no great plays that I've seen today other than TIS, which looks like it may bounce here. My NBev trade is just chilling. I wanted to add at 425. I could not. I wanted to add at 420. I wanted to add at 417, but I could not. I didn't have any other shares, so I'm kind of just chilling right now. If the SPY is gonna recover, then maybe I'll consider changing my position. I might actually, I'll take some off because I feel like we will get a little bounce here. TLRY is holding, so I'll take some off here. Some orders coming in on NBev. Let's see if we could get a quick little drop here. If that was just a little bounce, then we're gonna get low. All right. I am about to end the stream. I'm gonna make a YouTube video and probably call it a day because there's not really much that I like. So, as for the stream, I'm out of here for the stream. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I know it's short, but there's not really much going on, and it's only a half day, and it's absolutely beautiful outside. So, once I get done here, I'm gonna make this video and then call it a day. I'm out of here. Peace out. Hope everyone has a nice little trading day and makes some money. But I haven't done anything. I have a short on NBev, kind of chilling with it. If it doesn't if it doesn't break down soon, I'm just gonna get out, take a 4 cent loss on it. So, yep, that's about it for me. I'm out of here. Peace out.